welcome to the MidMorning BreakRoom. With me, I have 2/3 of the normal crew that's with me. I have Tommy, the Bargain Effect.
Hey.
Eric, Nascarman 3345. Craig will not be joining us today because he's not feeling well. So you may see him in the chat, but it's just three of us for this morning. So if you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourself, we'll start with Tommy.
Tommy, the Bargain Effect, product relocation specialist. It's your average everyday flipper, man.
Cool. And me, I do my auctions Monday nights and racing on Friday nights and Mercari and toy shows and car shows. Remember, more toys, more fun with me, my man.
Sounds good. And everyone knows that I basically do a lot of yard sales, garage sales, flea markets, Goodwills, bins, anywhere I can go buy cheap stuff and flip it online for a profit. That's what I'm all about. My main platform is eBay, but I also do Mercari, and I dabble with a lot of local stuff too, but not against anything else. I do plan on expanding the business into other platforms here momentarily as soon as I get my life a little bit more stable, because I'm so crazy behind from visiting Derek last week. You know, we were just saying I haven't even unboxed all the packages I sent back to myself yet. I've been that busy. Wow. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun getting all this stuff processed and listed online. Got a lot of really cool stuff. But I do want to go ahead and take a minute to welcome everyone into chat. So we have Ciosa Sales. She was the first, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight her for the brownie points this morning. Second person we had was Dem Flit and Cruders. DC, the master of the license plate, is with us. Rump Stump Reseller. Good morning to you, Jamie. Good to see you. Diane Matthews, thank you for being here. She's super generous. Sand Dollar, good morning. Kelly, the Ecom Mom Ward, good morning to you. And I didn't even realize it is Friday the 13th. How about that?
It is.
Some troll named Landshark.
Having a bad day.
Yeah. Nate's with us every day. I'm hustling. That's all I got, guys. Steven Scroggins is with us. Good morning, Steven. Alabama Thrifter, good morning to you. Trista Ray Creates, good morning. Stuff from Sally, good to see you today. PGH Picks, good morning to you. Local Picksburgher. Nate said he's hiding under his bed Friday the 13th. Hey, don't be chewing my Retron cable. Get out of there, creeper. Got my cat down here with me today, guys. She's chewing on my Retron stuff. You don't mess with Daddy's video games. Smack us down. Pearl is Precious, good morning. Lisa C, good morning to you. We got Jordan, newest member of the 1K Club. Good morning to you, DG Picker. Cool. So glad to see everyone here with us today. If there's anybody I missed that's with us that I didn't shout out, make sure you say something so we can reach you and welcome you into the chat. Today's topic, though, is should I consider multi-platform selling? And I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I think it's a good thing. I think it'd be a really good thing, but I also think it could be a lot more work, and I think it can get you in some trouble if you're not diligent about taking listings off of other platforms. I myself, we talked about it a little bit yesterday. I got a little too heavy into it too early on, and I had issues with selling stuff on other platforms and it being active still on the other one, and then selling it again, and then not having the item, and then being stuck with the decision, do I back out of the order or do I have to drop ship this? And typically it's like, okay, well, am I going to lose money drop shipping this? Because I price my stuff very competitively. So that's another, thing kind of going to deal with whenever you're selling on multiple platforms. Kelly says she sells on 4 platforms. Yeah, that's going to be a a challenge keeping up with. You're probably highly organized, I would say.
Mhm. And that's it. I think multiple platforms are great because the more eyes you can get your product in front of, obviously that's the better. But you have to be ready to do that. You have to be organized to do that. You have to be more focused to do that. We sell eBay, Mercari. We do have a few listings on Poshmark. Nothing. We don't work at Poshmark real intensive or anything. And then I also have my store synced with Bonanza. My eBay store synced with Bonanza. So, but it is something to get used to. In the beginning, I had a bad habit of forgetting to remove listings from the other platforms when they would sell. So what I did is tried to make it a habit, because I'd be like, okay, I'll remove this as soon as I get downstairs or whatever, and then you forget
about it.
So you got to get in the habit of doing it immediately. And then I kind of built in a fail safe too, where in my inventory system, on my labels that I actually have on each product, I have initials for each platform it's listed on. So when I go to ship it, it's like the last chance reminder, check these platforms, make sure you removed it from these platforms.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a habit of that with when I did a lot of like Facebook Marketplace and then eBay. I would post a couple of things up on the same just to see who would go faster and forget that it's sitting on one, and then people are asking you. It's like, oh man.
Yeah. So you got to be diligent about that, especially like with Mercari. I've double sold on Mercari and eBay, and I obviously would cancel it on Mercari because you don't get penalized like canceling orders on eBay. But you don't want to get that reputation as a canceler.
Yeah. Absolutely. What's up, Aaron Marcus? Good to see you. Jennifer Hayes, thanks for being here. Paul Gates City Picker, thanks for joining us. We're just discussing multi-platform selling, and is it for you? I've gotten to really like it, but I'm not yet to the point where I'm able to cross-post everything. And right now I am doing Mercari as a secondary platform, and I'm using it to kind of help me funnel through my RA stuff a little bit, just some of the stuff that's slower selling on eBay. And I've done okay with it so far. It makes it a little bit easier just because I can look at an item that sells and be like, okay, that's an RA item. So knowing that they're RA items, if something sells that's RA, I know, I got to go pull that off Mercari, or I got to go pull that off eBay. So typically, if something pops up across my phone and I see there's a sold and it's an RA item, I know right off the bat I have to go remove it from the other platform.
Right. I don't know if I really want to go back into doing multi-platforms, especially with the still not feeling the greatest sometimes and forgetting certain things. That would be, I think, something that would be really bad.
Paul wants to know where Master Splinter is. Master Splinter is not feeling too good today. He had one too many pistachio puddings, and it really did him in.
And talking about, he was sitting in chat talking about Jimmy Dean sausage this morning. I think really made him get even sicker.
Yep. So Margot says that Mercari, you now get fined if you cancel orders. I didn't know that, but I'm sure that that's a thing. I mean, have you experienced that, Tommy or Derek?
I have not, but I've only, during my lifetime of Mercari, only canceled 2 orders.
Gotcha.
Then there's a couple other things that they just added too now. Now they added taxes on Mercari. I just got the notification on that. And one cancellation I did, but it was because somebody was a goof up on an order, so they said cancel it. But Mercari told me to cancel it. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, DC Cell says for cross posting, PayPal sent us an email about something called Ecom Dash. I have to look into that.
I was just looking at that.
What can you tell us about it? Did you research it at all?
I just first seen it in chat and brought it up.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Exactly. It's a multi-channel inventory and sales order management software, web-based. That's all I can tell you at this point. And it starts at $60 a month.
Okay.
They do have a free trial.
That's what I was going to ask. I know that there was that other cross-promotional site you said Rebecca's using right now.
That List Perfectly.
List Perfectly, that's it. Yeah, I got invited into the trial, the beta program. I didn't want to put any money into it yet. You know what I mean?
I don't either. I figured I'd let people try it out. No, I don't know unless something has changed, and I know Rebecca's in chat, but I know she had some struggles at first with getting it to work properly.
Oh, really?
And the customer support wasn't on its top end either.
Yeah.
I don't know if she got anywhere with that or had any luck with figuring it out.
Yeah. She also says she's scared to cross post just because of the fact she works full time and she's afraid that she'll leave it posted on the other that sells.
Yeah.
And I get that. That's why I quit using Poshmark.
Gotcha.
I did okay with Poshmark at first, but I just kept forgetting to remove stuff from eBay or vice versa. And
right.
I definitely won't cancel an order on eBay, regardless of the price of drop shipping, just for the fact that I don't want my feedback to take a hit. So,
right.
But yeah, like I said, I have gotten back into it with Mercari. It's nice having that option for me. Like if I'm not home, and say I'm out driving somewhere with my wife or wherever I am, you know what I mean? It gives me the option to work because I can just go onto eBay, I can screenshot my pictures, and I can just transfer them all over to Mercari very simply. So you can even copy and paste your title that way. So that's typically what I do is I'll make my title the description on Mercari since Mercari doesn't have very long titles, and then I'll just type in a abbreviated version of that title on Mercari. But it gives me the option, and typically that's the only time I do cross post is when I'm not home, because if I'm home, I'm typically listing on eBay just because that's my priority.
Right.
But it's nice to be able to do that. For example, I did a lot of that while traveling to and from Derek's. You know what I mean? I would just be sitting there in the airport or wherever, just, taking them screenshots and sticking them on Mercari.
Trying to look. I'm just doing a little looking here to see if there's any all-in-one inventory. I mean, I know there is. A lot of them are really pricey for inventory management software. I've been kind of looking for something that would kind of help simplify the process, but I haven't come across much of anything yet.
FGS makes a good point. She says she sells on Etsy and eBay, but she doesn't cross-post. Etsy is handmade type stuff, and eBay is liquidation thrifted type stuff. So that's a really good idea there too, is to have certain inventory for certain platforms.
Right.
And I think I'm going to eventually do that once I get into Amazon. That's something that I have planned to do. Good morning, Justin Jacobs. Good morning, Neville. Good morning,
Thru.
Unboxing and Scratcher Fun. Good to see you here.
All right, Pat. Have a good day, bud. Amazon seems expensive to sell on. MJ, it all depends on how you're going to do it. If you're going to do what Tiffany keeps on saying, if you do merchant fulfilled, it does get a little pricey. But I think if you do FBA, you do have to, what does she say? What the best thing to do is have $1,000 to work with just to be able to. It's not something where you're going to do it for $10. That's just pretty much. So.
For sure.
Why was Sand Dollar timed out by Jordan?
I don't know.
All right, we'll have to find out.
I'm still behind in the chat. I try to like make sure I don't miss anything. Hey Kelly, hip flipping mama, good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Craig says he thinks if you do multi-platform, organization and attention to detail is critical.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. That kind of goes without saying.
There's a lot to read. I'm going to have to, so I don't want to ignore the show. I'll have to check into that and maybe get back. Right. Or whatever I find out on Monday or something.
I know to take Jordan's runs. All right. Understood.
Yeah, sorry about that Sand Dollar if you're still in here. Matt, BK Betting and Flipping, how you doing, my man? Now, Matt does some pretty interesting stuff. If you guys haven't seen his channel, he's a reseller. He does eBay and various platforms, but he also does vending machines and, honor boxes, stuff like that. He does some really cool stuff. I'd love to have you on sometime, Matt, to kind of pick your brain about those kind of things. Hey, Lynn Perlini, thanks for being here today. Oh, Jordan says his phone's in his pocket, so he didn't mean to do that. Gotcha. No worries, Jordan. I'm sure you're probably at work painting some cars. You just butt timed out Sand Dollar.
And how do you explain that one? Bink. Oops.
Yep. Okay, yeah, Nate says he's done that before too. Hey, Jim and Tara Carey, good to see you. BK, if you want to come on, man, I'll send you I'll drop you a link. I'd love to have you kind of chime into what we're talking about. How about you, Tommy?
What's that?
How about you? What are you thinking about the multi-platform?
Oh, I don't. I'm checking out this Ecom Dash. It sounds like it would be helpful, but not sure if it's exactly what I'm looking for yet. I was kind of got wrapped up in that. I'm sorry. I love the selling on multi-platforms. Like I say, the more eyes you can get your product in front of, the better. As long as you can keep track of it. You know,
Right.
I mean, I sell a lot of multi-quantity inventory too, so I also have to remember not just removing it, but adjusting available inventory.
Definitely.
I'm not using any sort of managed payments through eBay at all.
Yeah, I'm not either.
And I'm probably going to try to stay away from it as long as I can until I'm pretty much forced to.
Yeah, I'm doing the exact same thing. I really do like the way PayPal sets up everything with the debit card, and I just really, really like PayPal, and I use them for other things as well. Like, for example, if I'm on Derek's or T's auction, I do everything through PayPal in that regard. I would venture to guess that you probably can't do that with eBay. As far as their managed payments go, you probably can't use that as a source to receive payments and send payments.
Right.
Especially to other platforms. Like, for example, if I'm getting some off Amazon, I use my PayPal stuff. If I'm buying stuff off pirate ships or shipping, I use my PayPal debit card. So that's kind of like my whole business runs through the PayPal. So
yeah, mine too. And we use, for like ordering through Amazon. If I'm ordering supplies, if I'm ordering bubble wrap, poly mailers, whatever stuff like that, I use the the PayPal debit card.
Yeah.
And if we're buying personal, well, then we use our personal bank debit card. So it's real easy to keep things separate, you know?
That's the exact same thing me and Ashley do.
And then Lisa C asks, who prices differently on different platforms? I do.
I've gotten chewed out for that once. Whenever I was doing Mercari, I guess the same person ended up finding one of my things on eBay, and it was lower than it was on Poshmark. And she ended up writing this big, huge, like, cuss out of a note on my actual listing on Poshmark. And I was like, well, eBay has the option to gradually drop your prices so that it sells quicker. I was like, Poshmark at that rate, I don't know if they do now, but at that point they didn't have that. You know what I mean? So like I had to like explain that to her, and then eventually she was fine. I was like, if you want the cheaper deal, just buy it off of eBay. You know what I mean? Like what's the problem? Like if you've seen it on both platforms and eBay is a cheaper price for you, just buy the one on eBay. Don't come back like chewing me a new anus on Poshmark because it's not as low as it is on eBay, you know? So, but there, at times I will, depending on what products sell better and what atmosphere, I would probably price it higher. You know, like I know for clothing, I always did price a little bit higher to start on Poshmark, just because like that's where clothing sells best. So I had no problem doing that over there. But by the same point, you know, there are some people need to keep in mind that there are like certain repricing aspects to certain platforms that others don't have. You know, so that was kind of, I believe at that point it ended up being like $3-4 cheaper on eBay. So I think that's why she was so upset.
Yeah, and you know, there's things that I price a little bit cheaper on Mercari because the fees are less.
Yeah, for sure.
So I can pass that discount that I'm getting on my fees onto the customer. You know.
Yeah.
And it all depends on platforms. Different platforms have different types of people shopping on them. I don't see anything wrong with pricing different on different platforms for different reasons. I'll always refer. We have a Walmart 30 miles in each direction. Not everything in both them Walmarts are priced the same.
Yeah.
Why? Because one's in a different area than the other.
Yep.
You know, the exact same item. The Walmarts are 60 miles apart, and there can be two completely different prices on it.
Mm-hmm.
What all platforms are you on, Anthony?
Currently, right now, eBay and Mercari. I do have a Poshmark closet, but I don't use it. So
yeah,
I don't really feel comfortable saying I sell on Poshmark because my closet has basically been wiped out just for the fact that I kept overselling myself.
And then do you do any local marketplaces, Craigslist or Facebook?
Yeah, I don't really do Craigslist outside of posting ads for stuff I want to buy. I do the OfferUp, the Let Go, Facebook Marketplace. Not as much as I should, though. I have a whole bunch of local inventory that I have sitting around. You know, things that are just too large that I don't want to ship on eBay or, you know, whatever. Just don't want to send in the mail. I've just been putting it off, to be honest with you. I have so much stuff that I have to list on eBay that's kind of just been my primary focus because that's kind of where my bread gets buttered.
Right.
How about you, Tommy?
I'm primarily eBay and Mercari. I mean, eBay is my number one platform. Everything goes there first.
Yeah.
And then Mercari would be the runner up on that. I do some marketplace stuff on not the same stuff that I sell on eBay or Mercari. It's stuff that I don't want to ship, bigger items, you know. Usually if I put it on marketplace, I do put it on Craigslist because it's just real simple.
Yeah.
And then we do have a Poshmark closet. We have some items in there, but I haven't actively listed or shared or followed or did much with it probably in the last 6 months, just because Poshmark is just too time consuming for me. I'd rather spend that time listing new items on the other platforms than trying to just maintain Poshmark itself.
That's why Dina asked me that last night. She saw the commercial for Poshmark, and she's like, "Well, what can we do something like that?" I'm like sitting there going, "If you want to sell some of your clothes, fine." I says, "But I'm really not into it." I says, "Because there's a lot of work to it." I says, "And clothing is really can be a real pain in the butt." I said, "But if you want to try it," I said, "I'll talk to Tommy and everybody about it and how we get started." But
Poshmark, it takes time because you got to build a following on Poshmark,
right.
Before and we were doing it. We were doing the follows and the shares and all of that, and we just didn't really seem to get anywhere. And then we kind of just gave up on it and let it sit in the background. And now we get our daily follows. We're up to 33,000 followers on our Poshmark closet.
That's awesome.
And I think when we kind of said, screw Poshmark, we were at like 5,000. It's like the more we left it alone, the more followers we got. Now, who knows? Maybe if we went active now, we would have enough followers to actually do something with it. But I figure I'm going to wait till winter comes and I have like more time, because I like to do things outside. I like to do things besides reselling. I like to fish. I like to go places and do things that aren't reselling related, but I also don't like the cold. So once winter comes, I'll have a handful more hours a day to maybe take a couple of those and throw it back towards Poshmark and see how it does now,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, I would go to the ambassadors, follow it or something. That was like our big mild marker. That was really fantastic. We were so eager to become the ambassador in Poshmark, and then once we did, it was like, it still ain't doing nothing really.
Yeah.
I mean, we get sales. Now we get sales maybe one every 2 weeks. We were getting a couple sales a week, but it just wasn't enough for the amount of time that we were investing in it.
Yeah.
In the marketplace, I see a lot of people talk about the market. I don't do fantastic on marketplace, but I think that has a lot to do with my area too. Like I say, I'm in a smaller town. Maybe if we were more metropolitan area, we'd do a lot better. I do good on marketplace for the things that are good in the area. Like I say, I do a lot of boats and stuff, ATVs, snowmobiles. Those do real well here. But if I want to sell a piece of exercise equipment, or I can get a hold of a lot of like commercial kitchen grade stuff, stoves and refrigerators and bread warmers and stuff, and those don't do anything here.
Yeah. I know a couple people were talking about the kitten in the chat, so I figured I'd bring her out on the screen. She likes to hop on my arm on my shoulder like a parrot.
Jim and Tara says they did all right in northern Wisconsin with cars, snowmobiles, stuff like that. Yeah, I used to do real good in cars. That was one of them when I lived in Milwaukee. That was one of the main things I did was flip cars. But then DMV got to be such sticklers on flipping cars without a wholesale license and stuff that I kind of just shied away from that. But boats I do real well on. ATVs, because we have like 360 miles of ATV trails around here, so do real well with the ATVs too, snowmobiles. What is going on today? Everybody just seems like they're feeling
it's a really kind of really weird day today. So
I just found out that the cat peed on my setup over here.
Uh-oh.
Normally she's real good about using the litter box. I don't know what the heck's going on there.
Her name is, Lynn's asking, her name is Nala, right?
Nala.
Yeah, Nala, like the Lion King.
I was just going to say Lion King. Yeah.
Yep. I'm telling everybody you peed on my little photo taking station. I've been meaning to change this, though, since I had that leak. I just haven't.
Yeah, you got 2 leaks on it.
Yeah, now there's a real leak on it. She took a leak on it.
Look at big tough Anthony with his little
It's like he's gonna crush the thing.
So does she pretty much hang out with you all day down there, or what?
Yeah, I'm trying to teach her to. My dogs are like scared to death to come down here, so I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's a basement or whatnot. So I'm trying to teach her now that she's a baby that it's like safe to be down here.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to put her back in her little carrier thing because I don't want her peeing on anything else.
Yeah.
And luckily, I didn't have any like inventory up here, so the only thing she really ruined was a package of envelopes. So like soaked up into the bottom of it. She peed right next to them.
Yeah, we have a cat, and in the morning, I usually wake up anywhere between 3 and 4 in the morning, and the house is quiet, and I come downstairs, and you try to be quiet, not to disrupt the house. So I try not to do any packing because of the wonderful sound that tape guns make.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's kind of cool because our cat will come down. It's enjoyable, because otherwise it's like quiet. You don't want to play YouTube real loud. And it's just talk about isolation. It's very isolated. And then our cat will come down and she'll chill on my lap, and it kind of keeps coming. It's nice not just being alone, just even having your cat there.
Yeah.
That's like me and her's time. Then once the house wakes up, she's upstairs pooping. I don't see her all day.
Yeah. Oh, dang. Jamie said her cat trips her husband and made him fall down the basement stairs yesterday. It was really short a day, but okay otherwise. Man, that sucks. You better not do that to me, Nala. I'd crush you. Yeah, Lisa says she wishes she had a basement. Yeah, I know that's like very territorial basements. That's something that we have pretty much big time over here in Pittsburgh.
TC Saul says I share my eBay store sometimes on Facebook. I actually have a Facebook business page that links my eBay store, and so if you hit the shop now button, it basically takes you right into my eBay store. Mm-hmm. And I actually think Wednesday, if y'all are in agreement, I think that would be a good topic I'd like to get into. Is kind of, we rely on eBay to drive traffic to our eBay store and stuff, but do we do anything to try to push a little extra traffic to our store as far as like sharing and marketing of our own?
Yeah, that's a good topic, I think.
Because I do, and I notice a difference between when I do and when I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had sales to people I know by doing stuff like that. I haven't really kept up with it, though. I'll be completely transparent in saying that. I did, once I started my eBay store, I did start up a Facebook page for it, and I used to post daily in there, like, different things that I was listing that day. And I just, full transparency, I just haven't kept up with it.
Yeah, and that's how I am. That's why I say I can notice a difference. Because I like going spurts where I'll be like, oh, man, I'm forgetting to do this and that. Or I just don't want to take the time because I'm on the rolling listing, so I don't want to take the time to share it out to different places or whatever.
Yep.
And like, for example, Instagram is a perfect example. Because Instagram takes a whole extra couple of steps to share what I'm listing on eBay on Instagram, I don't do it all the time.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, man, my sales are kind of falling off, or I need to kick up a little bit this week. So then I'll do the Instagram sharing, and there's an immediate jump. So I do believe that I'm driving a whole lot of traffic from Instagram into my store that's turning into sales.
Yeah.
I just wish there was a way, maybe there is a way, and I'm not aware of it, to see where my outside traffic from eBay is coming from. If it's coming like from my Facebook store, if it's coming from the Instagram. I know you can see like what traffic comes from within eBay and which traffic comes from outside. Yeah. But if you can get more specific to where outside is coming from.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. I mean,
because if I'm sharing it on Instagram and I'm gaining traction, and I'm sharing it on Twitter and I'm not, well, that'll tell me I either got to change the way I'm doing something on Twitter or stop wasting time with it and focus on where it's working.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if it doesn't tell you that, though. Like, I mean, it very well might not. I mean, I know you do a lot of research and stuff, but yeah, I mean, I would think it'd be like, okay, well, this is from an online share, and where did that come from? You know what I mean? Because I don't feel like that'd be that difficult of a thing for them to add in. You know what I mean? If they're able to tell you that this was from sharing online, you know, where was it shared? Because they would have to get that information in order to be able to provide that.
Right. And all I'm finding is, because Rumstump asked, is there a place on eBay where you can see how your traffic drivers are working? Like Etsy would show me how much traffic came from Google, Pinterest, etc. No, there's not that I'm aware of. If you go to your traffic tab in Seller Hub, all it does is show you traffic from within eBay and traffic from outside of eBay, but not where outside it came from. I would love to know that same data, and I'm sure they have it. I mean, I'm sure they know where their traffic's coming from. It'd be nice if they would share that with us.
Yeah, definitely. Mary,
yeah, I'm sure.
Happens all the time. Stuff from Sally. She says she's not ready for winter in Maine. Don't worry about it. It's not that bad.
That's a lot.
Anthony went to New Hampshire, so he knows what it is up there.
If you guys haven't already, make sure you add her as a mod. She's going to be helping us out whenever we do the expansion.
Kelly says with Instagram, you can use hashtags to cater to a specific audience. And it's very true, and it's very effective. It's just one of those things, like I say, I slack on it because those are just extra steps tagging each individual item. You know, I have my default tags that go in, but say I want to tag down to a brand or a particular type of item, and that takes more time, you know, and I just, the perfect solution to my problems would be just adding a few more hours to a day.
Yeah, for sure. Imagine what we could accomplish with a couple more hours every day.
I'm telling you. And that's why I try to work on my efficiency, you know, all the way down to how many steps can I eliminate in my basement when I'm packing stuff, because, you know, it might only be a few seconds here and a few seconds there that you're eliminating, which seems like nothing. But if I can gain an extra 2-3 hours a week out of it, it can make a big difference.
Definitely. I'm the same way. That's one of the reasons I still list from my phone and not on the computer, just because it takes away the airdropping and then having to go through and select what pictures I want added or whatever. Not that that's a huge time saving for me, but I feel like it does save me some time overall.
I wish I could get into listing from my phone. I can't. I started out on the computer and I'm just so comfortable with it. Yeah. And then the couple of times that I tried to do it from my phone, there were listing errors.
Gotcha.
Because eBay would put in their defaults and not what I would think.
Yeah.
It would be there. And it kind of screwed me up. So I just developed the attitude against listing on my phone, and now I do everything on the computer.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people say it's so much faster and so much quicker, and I'm sure it probably is.
Yeah, I definitely find it to be.
But the frustration that I developed wasn't worth the time save.
To you, it might take you longer just because you're used to doing it the other way. So it's like one of those things. What, like Craig says, what's right for me might not be right for you, vice versa.
Well, on average, how long does it take you to list on your phone from start to finish an item? Just
not very long. I mean, once I find the item I'm listing, I just do a sell similar. Then I take the pictures right from the listing. I don't pre-take them. So it's just like snap, 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 and then just make sure the information down below is correct. So I mean, depending on how difficult it is to find the actual item I'm trying to sell, I could have a listing done within a minute or two.
Okay. Yeah, see, and that's about the same that it takes me on the computer. I find it easier on the computer because when I'm listing on the app, unless they've changed it or did some updates on the app, but when you're listing on the app, you got your title, then you got to click into your return methods and then come back and then click over into your shipping methods and then come back. Where on a computer, I just scroll down and click, boom, publish,
Yeah, I mean, it's not really that difficult because you just go up and there's like a close part. You know what I mean? It's an extra tap of the thumb, but it's pretty quick for me. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are saying that they also like listing from the computer.
It all depends. I mean, I'm in.
Yeah. Well, like who said that? Lisa, like listing on her desktop. She can have multiple windows too, which I do with certain things, especially things that have like specs or whatever. I can go to the manufacturer website, save myself a whole bunch of time, and just copy and paste specs over on something, or size dimensions. I don't.
And that's easier on
having to measure something or putting in this is a stereo with X amount of watts, this many channels that you can just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Real quick.
That's a lot easier on the computer. I mean, it's not too difficult though on the phone. It just takes a little bit more finagling because you can still go there and like kind of hold your thumb over the thing and drag. But I agree that'd be considerably easier on a computer. Just trying to get caught up here in the chat. Yeah, Jamie said she tried on her phone when she was away. It was difficult for her to find pictures in the gallery. A lot of times, like I said, when I'm listing on my phone, I just go right to where it says pictures, click the button. I just take the pictures right from the listing rather than, pre-taking them. Because my thing is, if I'm going to pre-take the pictures, I might as well just drop them onto the computer and go that way. Right. So for me, I just take them as I go. So that way, once I take them, they're already in the listing. All I got to do is just make sure the information.
When I did that too, I did not like the quality of picture that the eBay app takes.
Really?
So I do go through the extra step, of I love the pictures that my Samsung takes, and it's not even an active phone. It's just I use it in the house for whatever, it's backup. But I like the quality of picture better on there than I like on my iPhone. So I take the pictures with my Samsung and I just Dropbox them. And I think if I've compared the pictures that I take within the eBay app versus to the raw picture I take with the camera on the phone, and I think the quality of picture is a lot better than the eBay app image.
Interesting. I've never even considered that the app would take
a different quality picture. Yeah.
definitely.
It does, at least on my two phones. It does.
Yeah. Huh. I'll definitely have to look into that then, because like I said, that's how I do the majority of my listings is just through the app.
Just experiment with it once. Take a picture through the app, and then take another one right through the phone, and then airdrop it, and view them right next to each other in the eBay listing, and you'll be able to see.
Maybe I'll give that a try this afternoon. So, like I said, I have a ton of stuff that needs listed.
Anybody got any big plans for the weekend? We always talk about work related or YouTube videos coming out, but is anybody doing anything fun?
I got that toy show to do.
Oh yeah, you got a toy show, so that's right up your alley there.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're expecting over 1,000 people to show up. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I just got to the guy last night, and he's letting me take 3 more tables.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Make that.
We're excited because tonight between 7 and 7:30, the kids are getting picked up by their aunt, so we are child free till Sunday evening.
Nice.
There's my JFK dude. He's looking at me.
He's like, "Where is Maryland?" That man, I have never seen Darlene freak. That was
DG Picker is going to be in a wedding this weekend. Those are
nice.
Those are either really fun or really stressful.
Sometimes that's the one. He's the best man. Yeah, we heard about that one.
Yeah, child free. We look forward to that. It doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
Especially during the school year. A little bit more in the summer, but during the school year, it don't happen very much.
I'd say the only fun thing I have planned for this weekend is there's a WWE pay-per-view. So typically, since I have the WWE network, we always host friends coming over and watching pay-per-views. So we'll be watching, I think it's called Clash of Champions on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't really make any other plans. Well, we just found out yesterday that the kids were going to be gone for the weekend. So me and Destiny didn't really make any plans. But if all else fails, I got my email notification that there's new episodes of The Ranch on Netflix. So
there you go.
I binge watch some of that.
Is that Ashton Kutcher
yeah.
Netflix?
Yep.
I haven't had a chance to watch that yet. Is it good? Oh, obviously we're binge watching it. It must be good.
Kelly's supposed to go to a meetup on Sunday.
Nice.
She's not sure if she can make it. Meetups are cool, though. Definitely do it if you can.
I want to do one in Pittsburgh.
That would be cool.
Removing the pea-soaked poster board as we speak.
Yeah, DC sells just you wish it could go. Trust me, last year we had Chewbacca there walking around. The Ghost is going to try to get his daughter to get dressed up like Harley Quinn and stand near our tables to have people come in and.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so
good way to drive traffic.
Well, that's what I was trying. We were trying to figure out something last night. We're sitting there going, "How can we get people to stay away from the other tables and just come to us?" Because we have, you name it, we have it.
Yeah.
We've got Barbie dolls, we got Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Vision.
So Derek, you should dress up like Harley Quinn. That would attract people.
You look good with pigtails, Derek.
No. Not at all. That's quite all right.
All right, so let's play a game, guys. In the chat, take a look at Derek sitting there on his couch. Yeah. Who would you have him cosplay as? And whoever comes up with the funniest answer gets a prize. I don't know what the prize is yet. I got to think about it.
I already know the answer, but
Well, you can participate then too, Derek.
I'm waiting to see if anybody comes up with one first.
Good morning, Kathy. Good to see you.
Yeah, lumped up reseller got it, I think.
Is that what you were going to say?
Yep. Yeah.
So I'm not real familiar with the whole cosplay thing. So that's just dressing up as a character from a show or a
movie, and then you go out and you do the cons. And a lot of times that you can win money for it. They give away stuff at the con. So
you should go really outside of the box then and go with like the Rock Eater from Never Ending Story.
Well, I was trying to do. We were trying to do for Comic-Con this year. We were going to try to do pizza. I was going to try to be Pizza the Hut from Space.
That would be awesome, dude.
We're trying to do Pizza the Hut, and my boy Joe is going to be the his sidekick there.
Dude, you should do that. That'd be awesome.
And we're trying to figure it out.
I was going to say Penguin was in the lead, but I think Pizza the Hut might be in the lead now.
Harlan all of a sudden jumped in, and as soon as somebody said Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Where's your mind, Harlan? That's funny. Oh my God.
Kid from Goonies.
Chunk? You mean Chunk? I'm too big for Chunk.
We'd have to test your truffle shuffling skills, though. That is awesome.
Thought you guys would get a kick out of that one.
Derek's about to make us go viral, guys. Okay, so here's another thing. Another prize for anybody who can turn that into a meme for me. Not a meme, a GIF. Where you can kind of just like send like a moving picture.
Cut that out and do that way. Nascarman 3345 as doing the truffle shuffle.
The best part is your computer did it too.
I know. I think Tommy would be the little Chinese kid.
Yeah.
Coming up with all the little gadgets going with the camera and.
Would I be the guy in the basement?
Oh, you mean oh, what was his name?
Hey, you guys.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of his name now.
Thanks, Nate.
Yeah, Rum Stump says short round. It would be Tommy. Sloth. Yeah, you're Sloth.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
Well, then who's Craig? Can't leave him out.
Yeah, he's one of the Tortellis. He's one of the Tortelli brothers, you know. He definitely wouldn't be.
It's a great idea, Lisa Ciosa. Told Nate to post it to the Facebook group so we can all share it.
Duck Dynasty. No, that's Tommy. That's all Tommy every day.
Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
Why is that?
You're into that hunting, fishing, and
me. I like fishing. I don't hunt. I don't do anything else. I just fish. I don't hunt.
Oh, Craig could be mouth. Ah! Wow. What about?
So let's do another different spin on this this little group we have. If this was Back to the Future, would Craig be Doc Brown?
Yes, Craig would be Doc Brown. And then Biff would be you. And Tommy's going to be the father.
Oh,
Tommy's going to be the father. And I'm Marty.
The ghost has arrived.
Yep.
What's going on, my man? Miss ya.
McFly.
McFly.
I love those movies. You know, they're still holding value at Walmart. I walked by a 3-pack there for $49.95 the other day.
Yeah, it's an iconic movie. That's why. That's why every time you see Hot Wheels come out with one of them, you can't find them.
I know. I'm still looking for the DeLorean sets. I want 1, 2, and 3.
Well, that Tommy's got one all three of them sitting next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, when you're at the toy show this weekend, keep an eye out for them flip head Power Rangers for me, and keep an eye out for those DeLorean Hot Wheels.
You got it, bud.
And I'll PayPal you.
Hey, Joe. He found something amazing the other day. But you want me to show him, Joe? I got a picture of it. Hold on.
DC tells that who's going to be Biff. That would be me. I guess Derek said I'm Biff.
Yeah, screen share me because I can.
So you need to make like a tree and get out of here. There you go.
Oh, man.
You're going to have to let me check those Power Rangers out, Nate.
You got me?
Yeah, dude. You're the star of the show right now.
All right. That's what he found.
I'm not seeing the screen share. I'm just seeing
the screen share.
Hold on. Why am I having trouble with this? All right. You got it. Boom. All right. Now you can see it. That's
share screen.
I got it. Hold on. It's being a pain in the butt. Of course. What else is new?
There we go.
Yeah. Come on. Now it's taking forever. I
believe you guys found a white screen. That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Now. There you go.
What's that? The Power Ranger Samurai Morpher?
Mega Force Deluxe Morpher.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Mega Force. Yeah.
That's what he got.
Nice. That's when we slide the card up in it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's what he just picked up the other day.
Nice. The Power Ranger stuff does really well.
It does do really well. So, but yeah, that's what he snagged that. He snagged that the day after you left.
Nice. Yeah, I'm still partial to the Mighty Morphin, like the original.
Oh yeah, yeah. The original stuff.
I've been up all hours of the night recently. Like, for example, this morning, Nala decides at 5 a.m. she's hungry. So she just is meowing until, like, we decide, because we bought, like, this playpen for her that we just have at the side of our bed.
Yeah.
Because she's still so little, we don't want to roll over and crush her. Because when we first got Chloe, we let her sleep in the bed when she was, like, Nala's size, and I rolled over and almost, like, suffocated her. So we're trying not to do that with her. So she's in this little playpen just, like, meowing her face off. So I take her downstairs for a little bit, and you know what I mean? I got to feed her and, you know, let her play a little bit and bring her back up. And by the time I get back up, I'm, like, not tired anymore. So I just threw on some Netflix, started watching some of the OG Power Rangers. Because there's, like, nothing good on YouTube at that time that I haven't at least.
There's a thing called Tubi, Tubi. You can watch all the Power Rangers with, like, one commercial. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I watch all the G.I. Joe stuff. I literally sit there. I did that one night. Like, there's nothing on YouTube. Nobody I wanted to talk to. Boom, click, and I watched all of G.I. Joe.
Yep.
And Tubi is 100% free.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched the entire Green with Evil series, like the Green Ranger, whenever he first came on scene.
Right.
He's always my favorite. Truck is almost loaded. The beast.
Yeah.
Feeding the beast.
He's working on that now. Yep. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yep. Nala definitely is a daddy's girl, Lisa. The only problem is Ashley got the first purr, and I was so jealous.
Right.
We were sitting on the couch last night, and she was hogging her, and she fell asleep and started purring all over her chest, and I was upset because I haven't gotten a purr yet.
So, but yeah, Anthony got to drive in the beast, and it is a beast.
The beast took us to New Hampshire.
Yeah, if we didn't have the beast that day, we would have been in deep trouble.
My rental car would not have taken back everything we got from the pits.
Nope.
Especially with a third person sitting inside.
Right.
Definitely not.
Right. Well, how do you think it was only you and I on Sunday, and we couldn't fit everything? We just barely fit everything in from and that was
we went to the flea market. I'm releasing the video, I think, on Sunday this week of the flea market. We left with a wagon full of boxes and stuff. It was insane. Like, my trunk was completely full, and so was my back seat.
Yep.
We had some fun.
Yeah, and we only went 2 rows. We didn't
even get through the whole thing, and then we couldn't fit any more in the car, so we had to leave.
Yeah.
So I like really wish I had that flea market near me, seeing like all the good stuff you can have there cheap.
Yep.
You don't have the kind of luck at flea markets in this area.
The beast is Eagle 5 of Rhode Island. So, yeah, but I mean, like I said, we didn't even get a chance to go through the rest of the flea market because no, they didn't throw all this good. No, they didn't throw all of it away.
No, they didn't throw. They threw my food away, which I was upset. My food and drinks, that bothered me, and somebody took my change.
Yeah.
But luckily, I had my what were they? Pizza chips. I had them packed away in a bag because I was going to share them with Ashley and her Graham. I ended up just eating them for breakfast today. I flew home and saved many. But yeah, luckily they didn't get to my pizza chips. There's Barf. Were you going to beat Barf, Joe? If he dressed up as Pizza the Hut? That was an awesome show, though. I thought he was talking to it looked like he was talking to a toy car there for a minute. That's his phone. I literally thought he was there talking to a toy car. Derek is Barf. Yeah, I could see that.
We're going to make Derek put his phone in the lockbox during the show.
We could put Derek in a lockbox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Spaceballs is a classic. I love that movie. You know what I actually kind of want to do? Because I'm going to list after this is done. I kind of want to go and dig through my DVDs to see if I have Spaceballs and pop it in my computer and watch it now. Yeah, I wouldn't either, David. That's why I literally thought he was.
I haven't seen
the angle he had it looked like a Batmobile or something like that. But who's his phone? So, Tommy, we were talking, and you mentioned it a little bit on chat yesterday. When were you thinking about starting the after show?
Basically, I was thinking about running, not really have like a set schedule on it. Just do it on the days when, like, you know, even if there's only like 2 of us or something that are available. On the days where like that chat is really going and it's like we're cutting it off because of time restraints, but yet there's still a lot of unanswered questions or a lot of talk going on covering a topic.
So basically it would be like only on days where you feel like it's necessary to continue the conversation.
Yeah, the days where everything hasn't been covered that was applying to the show that day, where it's one of those days, well, we're going to get off because, you know, we're going on, you know, hour 45, 2 hours, but there's still people highly engaging that would love to continue.
Mm-hmm.
So, and with the upgrade that we're going to try to do with the show, you know, we're going to try to be a little bit more constrictive and on the time, where instead of running 2 hours because it's flowing, we can cut it off at our quarter after, and then maybe fire up a after show type thing a half hour after that, and that can just run. It'd be more informal, hangouty. If people want to jump in and voice their, you know, their thoughts on something, it wouldn't be like this. This is basically us on screen and we're interacting with chat. But if somebody wants to come and be like, hey, I got an opinion on this, I'd like to share it, and you know, more of a relaxed atmosphere, a hangouty type thing, but it would be based on what our show was about that day. And anytime people would want to do that, I mean, because usually after the show, I do my packing and then I'm just listing. So it would be something like here, you know, I'm trying to show attention to chat and whatever, but
yeah,
I can do my work and not feel like I'm neglecting chat, because I'll still interact. And Destiny said she'd come down and kind of sit, you know, where I can be over here working, and she'll be like, okay, so and so says this, or what, like to ask that, and
yeah,
I don't have to give it undivided attention.
Lynn, Craig wasn't feeling well this morning, so he decided just to be in the chat. There was a suggestion that we can get watch hours playing movies and then just talking about it while it plays. I don't know if there's like any legalities to doing that, like, because I know like even like with certain music, you're not allowed to have it. So.
Yeah, because like when you want to insert like a clip from a movie or something that people do during editing, it has to be real short.
Yeah.
So you don't.
That would be cool. Like, I would totally be down to have like a movie night with you guys if like I was allowed to.
Well, what was that one show, Mystery Science Theater or something, where they watched a movie but did voiceovers?
Yeah,
something like that.
That's what they were saying, like do something like that. Yeah.
Now, see, because I don't know, because when we had our happy hour, I think it was our second Saturday that we had our happy hour, we got a copyright strike, but we didn't get it on the sound. I mean, we did get it on 2 of the songs, but I didn't care.
Yeah.
I'm not monetized, whatever. It's not, that's wrong. But and they just said, they gave me the options to either share the monetization or something, which big deal. I ain't got no, if somebody can make money off my videos since I can't, go ahead. More power to you. It was the groups that we like, so I don't care. Yeah. But one of them was a video clip, and we got a copyright on the video that actually blocked our happy hour.
Oh, wow.
And it was on the video clip, not the sound. If we would have played the sound, it would have been your normal copyright share monetization options or whatever. But the actual video is what locked our happy hour up. So I don't know. You muted Anthony. So I don't know how well that would work if just playing the video and doing a voiceover.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. Like video could get you copyrighted. But yeah, I would assume, I mean, anything that's copyrighted could get you copyrighted.
Right. So I don't know how that would work.
Willing to give it a try though, if we can figure out what's copacetic and what's not, because I'd like to find new. I'm always into finding new and interesting ways to interact with the people that watch us. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't always have to be reselling all the time. That's why I started doing the video game thing. I actually haven't done that in a couple of weeks. I probably need to get back to that. I have 8 Sega Genesis that I need to refurbish. So.
Right. And I'm the same way. I love interacting with people.
Yeah.
and I love interacting with people of the same interests, like other resellers and whatever. But sometimes I just want to take, and that's why me and Destiny do the happy hour, because we want to talk with the people that are like-minded like us, but we don't always want to talk about work.
Exactly.
You know,
that's one thing I really like about listening to Tommy Bernard in the evening is it is about work, but it's not about work at the same time. You know,
right?
Just, you know, they talk about whatever comes up. You know, that type of thing.
Exactly. You know,
that dude is he knows his stuff too. There's a lot you can learn from him.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. I've learned and adjusted a few things just in my own business based on things he's talked about, and I have seen it take a positive effect.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, one of these days, like once I get things situated, I'll probably have him take a look at my store and give me some feedback. But I mean, my store.
If he's willing, it definitely wouldn't hurt. You know.
Yeah, for sure. My store is like in no position right now to be critiqued, just because I haven't really messed with it. I'm like going on 2 weeks now since I've been away and everything. Yeah, so I think we're going to start the wind down process here, guys. If you have any other questions or anything you want to hear us answer before we jump off, feel free to go ahead and toss that in the chat. If not, we're going to go ahead and call this a show, put this one in the history books. Derek already vanished.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless he's become invisible and we just don't know it.
I see him back there in the background, but he looks like he froze, like he's.
Oh yeah, I see him now. He's swaying in the wind. Yeah, so guys, I appreciate you being here. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, if anybody's got anything.
Oh yeah, touche.
If anybody's got any releases or anything to watch out for this weekend, go ahead. Feel free to share it. Steven
Scroggins just brought up that I need one more feedback on eBay. How about this? In the same flipping day, I end up with 666 subscribers and 666 feedback on eBay. Like, what are the freaking odds of that happening?
Right.
So yeah, I'm ready to sell anything for a penny just to get that feedback.
You can always go to a penny auction and buy something.
Yeah, I might. I'm seriously considering it.
You know, we go to the penny auctions and those little screen protectors.
Yeah.
I go to the penny auctions. I get those for a penny all the time, free shipping. And we go through a lot of them because Destiny constantly drops her phone.
Yeah. I just got a new screen protector a little bit ago because mine looked like spider webs going across it. It was so cracked up.
They work because if the screen protector wasn't there, it'd been your screen itself. So
yeah, absolutely.
Penny auction. What are those? If you go onto Google and just type in eBay penny auctions, it will give you a link and it'll just show you all the auctions that are starting at a penny, and then you can break it down. Like I'll do penny auctions with free shipping, and I'm looking for stuff in electronics, and there's stuff there. There's jewelry. Let me see. I actually might have the link for it. But when I'm bored, I shop them. I know I have a link for it. It's just where it's going to be.
I feel like those are the type of auctions Jordan needs to get into.
Here we go.
He's all about the penny shopping.
Here, I'm going to drop a... for it. Oh, and I can't do it on this one. Great. I can't do it in here, and I'm watching chat on the other one. I'm gonna throw it in our chat. Could you copy that and drop it in chat for me, Anthony?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Those are a link to the penny auctions, and then you can break it down through your searches, like how you'd normally search stuff in the day in advance, what category or whatever. And they actually work. Like I said, I get all my screensavers, screen protectors from there. I've gotten headphones from there. I've quite a few things actually.
Yep. So there's the link Tommy just dropped. Feel free to go check out them penny auctions. Guys, we're going to end up closing out this episode. I appreciate everyone being with us, and we will see you guys again on Monday on Craig's channel. Take it easy, everyone.
Take care. I don't